case scenario, file bankruptcy, you're filing it with your business and giving things back, and you taking the liquid off of that, and you're bringing it back with your personal and your last name and your family. Okay. Pay all your bills on time as fully as possible every time. Keep bankruptcy and other negatives off your report. Good consumer credit will open up more business credit opportunities. Obviously, you have good personal credit, it will get you in a better situation with business credit quicker. Unsecured business financing. No asset acts collateral at, and the lender assumes much larger risk. None of the borrower's major assets can be seized if they default. Because there are no collateral supplied and they do not look or care about your cash flow either, all matters in your personal credit. All that matters is your personal credit. Now, we do something where we provide unsecured business financing. This is separate from business credit, so I just wanted to touch on this real quick. Unsecured business financing, you can use your personal credit, like I said. They have unconventional loans that they do. So they're for particularly entrepreneurs and business owners. So, for example, cash flow loans. If you have a business that can prove cash flow, say I make $3,000 and it's been in your bank every month, you see it coming in, they will match that. There's companies that will match that, okay? Invoice, they have an invoice program, right? And if you can show that $1,000 in invoice is owed to me, they will match that, okay? $3,000 a product invoice is owed to me, they will match that. So they have non-traditional ways that you can get business financing as well. And that is usually the lowest score that they work with. 650, and you only get personal cards. 680 credit score, you'll get both. So they provide personal credit cards and credit lines. Okay, so you can get a credit line like of $30,000, which every time you put it back, you can always draw from that, and then you can get credit cards. That builds up. Then they also do, I don't know if you ever heard card stacking. Card stacking is getting the guidelines to similar cards all the way across the board with the same interest rate and applying for them simultaneously and getting the whole amount through multiple cards. This is something that they do. So for example, if you want 150K, you think I'm gonna get 150K. Wow, no, it's 5 different companies that are giving you 100. So you got a credit card from this company, that's $25,000, you have to pay them back. You know what I mean? It's no interest rate for a whole year. When that interest rate, you need to pay them back this amount. This company is giving you $30,000, but the underwriters do all this for you. You get what I'm saying? So that's another program as well. But the credit score has to be good because they already have the relationships, but because they do it, the underwriters are good at what they do, so the financial institutions trust them, but the credit score has to be good because you're paying multiple people back. Even though the interest rate is really still about, when you build it up, the payment is still about the same as a 150K loan from one person, right? So it's a good deal. As a matter of fact, Michelle, if you don't mind, she actually went through that process. Actually, is there anything you want to say about the difference between the stacking credit cards and what you actually like, the pluses and what it did for you?
The stacking credit cards actually was helpful because it allows you to work with a larger amount of money. So when I went through the process, Gerald helped me in the real estate process. I went through the process of flipping a house, and I used the stacking credit cards to do it. I mean, if you have the discipline to do it and you track the numbers and everything, getting that immediate finance and stacking can be, incredible to move you up to the next level. It's just you have to pay attention to the numbers and what you're doing. But I was able to do it and flip the house successfully, recovered, and it was fine.
So I'm glad she was able to speak up because she was a prime example of that. She's the first time ever going through it. Me, I've done a lot of these things a bunch of times, but I always like to have somebody that was a novice, first time ever in real estate, and also in using business credit. So, and it was successful for her. Now, mind you, I mentored her, and I was walking her through it, but at the same time, it's the same thing with your business. I wouldn't have to walk you through it. It's really about monetizing that money and using it and getting it back. So, for example, it's flipping the money. If you're going to do something with the money, put it back. It's not you got to pay that. So it's like, don't get this car, don't get this. You know what I mean? Like, you got to do the right thing because a lot of people, I learned who to work with because when I first learned this, I taught a lot of people about it, and it was a bad thing. Some people, you know what I mean? Like, they ain't take advantage of it in the right way, and it works no matter what. So you get 150K, that could be a bad problem if you don't know what to do with 150K. Seriously. So I'm
You
just
got to pay
putting.
back in what period of time?
It depends. Like, all right, so a lot of these are not no interest for a year. So you're just paying back what you borrow. But you got, like, that's the thing, you just got to pay it back. So it's like, all right, for example, with business credit, let's take this away. With business credit, once you get up to 150K, you keep growing, right? So it's like a game. You ever play Candy Crush? Once you learn something good, you just keep doing. You know what I mean? So, oh, I'm at 200K now. You use this and pay it. Mind you, you getting building up 300K. You're paying 300K back. So if you have nothing that's bringing you back 300K that you have, then you are in a situation where you don't need to start building this up. You don't need to get no more. If you don't know what to do with 50K, do something with 50K, then build it up. People have never been in a position, and I like to say this funny joke I always say, but you need to learn how to work an open bar. Like, you never seen somebody that's been in an open bar for the first time, and it's like they forget it's alcohol because it's free. It's alcohol. Like,